welcome back to the studio as a lonely tear trickles down the side of my face in honor of our fallen brother, Team Cube. Guys, a sad moment for us all. But nonetheless, a great showing by Team Cube. He was a good sport. He was. It's awesome having him be a part of the tournament, and the first real attempt at this. So let's look. He just dropped 2.6 bill on that setup, which is
not bad. Not bad.
Yeah. Did 4,056, which coincidentally is more damage than the Titanian fleet did in their first match.
Yep.
So.
I suspect he wouldn't have the problem that the Titanian fleet had, in which he doesn't know who the FC is.
Yes.
Because he's the only person.
Yeah, Titanian fleet had a bunch of coordination issues on who's in charge, and unless he's got some serious multiple personality problems, he will not have that issue.
Wouldn't that be wonderful?
Actually,
if an Alliance Tournament team was flown by the multiple personalities of a single person.
That would be amazing. There was actually a tweet yesterday that I don't know if I read on air, but there was a guy asking for Team Cube to stream their voice comms during their match. I would have liked to hear what he was saying, if anything, or if he was just kind of sitting in silence.
I think it was something like, "I've been damned, shit. I've been tracking disrupted, shit."
Yeah, I imagine he probably wasn't actually talking to himself, but yeah, I think this kind of thing is always really cool to see.
Yeah.
Like I told you, the case of that guy Zek, 0-0 is a pretty famous PvPer, multi-boxes. I remember a really hilarious case just a couple months ago of a guy that was multi-boxing mining out in, I think, the drone regions, and he had a whole fleet of skiffs. And people kind of underestimate the skiff. They tank like a battleship, and they've got 5 medium drones. And a lot of people just kind of think, oh, easy target, whatever, I'm going to jump in on this. And a Black Ops fleet, including a bunch of Black Ops battleships and recons, jumped in on him and got slaughtered. He just murdered all of them. And so he's got like Redeemer, 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 Sin, and then a bunch of recon ships, and all killed by skiffs.
Yep, sometimes
pretty funny.
The battle skiff.
Yeah. And all by one dude. Like, it's just all variations of the same name.
Yep.
So.
And isn't he the guy who role plays as like a mining corporation, where all of his pilots will role play as like a daily miner, going to work?
I'm not sure. I don't actually know anything else about him other than that Killboard report.
I think he's the guy that role plays as an actual corporation.
Yeah, that is pretty badass.
All of his pilots are like menial workers in a mining corporation.
That is.
He's actually.
That is probably. I mean, I like that kind of stuff because that's just people adding content to their enjoyment of the game.
He's literally the dude from the top of the Galente station in the Retribution trailer.
Really?
Yeah, the most powerful man in the universe that puts the giant bounty, and then people go chase the guy's widow.
Yes.
Yeah,
Vic.
Vic Lacuna.
He killed Vic Lacuna.
This is Vic. He just made the mistake of his life.
Yes.
That was an amazing trailer.
Can you recite every trailer for EVE Online? Do you know the script for all of them?
Not the whole scripts, but I can probably tell you which expansion it is if I see it, like a little clip of any trailer, though.
Okay. So bans for the next match. Smoking is bad. Did Armageddon and Ishtar bans, and then MIF banned the Sleipnir and the Dominics.
Once again, combining to make the Dominics Ishtar ban.
Yep.
Thank God we have bans for this tournament. Otherwise, it'd just be like Dominics and Ishtars all day.
I don't actually think it would be. But
Probably
those,
not.
but just like it wouldn't necessarily. Just there's Sleipnirs are banned here, but doesn't mean there's guaranteed to be Sleipnirs on the other side. But they are ships that banning them is both banning a lot of popular setups and also eliminating long-range, high-tracking sentries means that your options actually expand a lot. Because those are hard counters to a lot of things.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. So this is our last match of the day, which makes me sad because this has been a great day. There have been some really, really good matches.
Good news. We have 2 more weekends.
Yes, we do. And if you are new to EVE Online and you haven't started playing it yet, you can click on the link underneath the stream here on Twitch and click the 14-day trial button. Grab yourself a 14-day trial and get hooked on EVE Online. So, as always, for everyone at home, if you have any questions, comments, or whatever, you can tweet it at us with the hashtag NEO2. Tweet us your comments, like that lower third says right there. I wonder if I can point to that. This is hard because we're mirrored.
Yeah.
Yes, here. Here.
Yeah.
Right there. Follow these instructions.
So Smoking is Bad and MIF
yes.
are our next two teams. MIF actually a pretty experienced tournament team. They've been around in previous New Year Opens, I believe, and definitely in the last Alliance tournament. And then Smoking is Bad is, again, a pretty experienced group of tournament guys. It's the old Parahillion team from Alliance tournament, so Ice Gorillas guys. And so they're a group that I've always enjoyed watching. They brought the, like, 5-person Badger team last time. So it'll be interesting to see what they bring this time.
They really should not bring that.
No. Badger teams
that was
have
weird. Because they're a competent group. They're
they brought that because they were having a bunch of issues. I think they
just didn't have a lot of people, I think.
They didn't have enough people to do the tournament, so
they've had that problem before. I think they had that problem actually in the last Alliance tournament, is that they just couldn't get enough people together. But
that's sad, because they're a
we need to make more tournaments for even smaller groups. Have some like 4-man, 3-man tournaments.
Let's do
Frigate 1v1 tournament.
I'd be down for doing a 5v5 maybe. That would be a nice solid size. Well, we did that during FanFest last year, and that was a pretty good
We used
size.
to do that for the prelims when we had prelims for the Alliance tournament as well.
Yeah.
Before they moved up to 6, and then we eventually got rid of them. But yeah, I mean, there's a lot of actual formats that work really well. I know a lot of Alliances and Corps do their own tournaments that are often 1v1, 2v2, 3v3. 3v3 works really well, especially if you limit yourself to small ships, like only allow Tech 1 cruisers and destroyers and frigates and maybe assault frigates, that kind of thing. They can be a really fun way to have your own small tournaments and run them yourself just with your friends.
Yep.
Also, use the new duel mechanism. It's not really all that new yet still, but use that.
It's been around a while, and people are doing a lot of good stuff with it. I remember not long after we introduced it, the Eve Radio guys hosted a cruiser 1v1 dueling tournament. Just they hung out in high sec and did it at a safe spot. And when people came and tried to mess around with it, they just moved to another place. And if someone lost a cruiser because of that, it's a Tech 1 cruiser. So who cares? So it's great.
I mean, and you can cross aggro, like cross duel. So you could do maybe
do it with groups.
2v2 and so on. But I have confirmed that the final match of the day is ready. So let's get our predictions in and let's jump to it, so we don't keep people up too long.
All right, I'm going to go with BSL and his Russian dudes at MIF.
I'm going to go with Smoking is Bad because I believe in healthy lifestyle choices.
Unusually, I am going to agree with CCP Dolan here and go with Smoking is Bad as well, but we'll see how that goes.